Hello everybody, it is Thursday, which means one thing, it is weigh day for me. So how did I do this week? This week I actually maintained, woohoo! Now you'll see I did that, woohoo! For me, a maintain is a fantastic result, okay? It took me a long time to accept this because back in my early days, I'd have had a freak out about that. A long time dieting, I don't freak out about it anymore because when you reach target, you are supposed to maintain every week. So getting used to a maintain is actually a great mindset because it doesn't set you up for a negative week the week ahead. So if you've had an excellent week on plan, you've done all the exercise, you've drank all the water, you've tracked all your food and you maintain, to me that is still great because our bodies sometimes are just weird and we all go through sort of hormonal blips if you're a woman, and some of these things are just not always taken into account. So, and especially the weather at the moment as well, it's hot outside, we could be a little bit dehydrated even if we think we've drank the right amount of water. All of these things come into play. So it can be very, very difficult to accept and maintain. But I actually think if you can accept it as a win, you will have a much better sort of ride the week after, if you like. So I actually maintained. So quite pleased about that because it was bank holiday weekend. Right now, I think it's really, really important to have a bigger picture outlook on things, so that you're not just solely relying on the scales to dictate your mood. And again, this is something else that I learned sort of over the last few years with trying to lose weight. It can't all be about the numbers on the scales. It just cannot be. I'll take you through my meal plan and if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them. So today we are here and I've got a load of baby new potatoes that need using up, so I'm going to put them in the slow cooker. This recipe is up on my website, but it needs redoing, so I'm going to redo it today. Tomorrow we've got fish cakes in the freezer outside that need using up, so I'm going to use them. Slow cooker chicken I'm going to put in on Saturday, which then we can use during the week coming up. Sunday is my birthday, yay! Completely off plan. It is a takeaway and some fizz. And then on Monday I have some fajitas. And I'm going to do these in the slow cooker. Don't shoot me, I know they can be done on the hob, but there is a reason for this. And it comes along the lines of don't want to be stood cooking, don't want to be in the heat when it's hot outside, all of that kind of thing, or busy. I'll go through it nearer the time anyway, but it's fajitas on Monday. Then I'm going to do a chicken and mushroom pie. The chicken will be from here, so I'm using that as well. And on Wednesday, I'm going to create a new recipe, which is going to be pork kebabs. So quite a different menu, few things on there that are going to be new and some old recipes that are already on my website that just need a little bit of TLC. So that is the meal plan for this week. Here are just some of the things that I picked up in Home Bargains. Any syns I'll put on the screens. These puffs were like 80 something pence. This is sugar-free 7-Up, obviously sin-free. That was, I think it was 90 pence a bottle. And at the moment, because obviously I can't really drink alcohol that much because I'm painkillers, don't shoot me, don't judge me, but sometimes I just fancy a glass of Ginzano and lemonade in a tall glass with lots of ice. Ooh, dead refreshing. And I stocked up on some Space Raiders and some Cheetos. And I got some Kit Kats. I think they were 99 pence. I also bought one of these garden lights. I bought some of these from Wilkinson's last year and I think they were like, I don't know, £5 to £6 each. These are £1 something in Home Bargains and they really are good. They're very heavy. They're not the usual sort of flimsy version, if you like. Also picked up some VT rice. You'll notice I always use lots and lots of rice. And some ambrosia. That is for my birthday at the weekend, so we'll just bypass that quickly. These are the hydro tablets that I use, 2 for £2 at the moment. I use these all the time. I use one every day. It just stops me feeling tired, and especially in the sun at the moment when you're losing your minerals and salts through sweating, or you're exercising when it's hot. So one of those every single day. These are actually not with all the fitness stuff, which is just bizarre. They're with all of the medicines like your paracetamol and things. So that's where they are. This is a bit of a new one for me. And these are like little mini wraps. You can't really see them, but they're like little mini wraps. Now, these are 113 calories per wrap. So that means they are, what, about 5.5 syns each. So, you know, you could get away with using one of them within your syns allowance and still have your healthy extra B. So that's good. Then I got some fabric conditioner because it was on offer. It was only sort of $2.99. I got some Baby Bell lights, which are your healthy extra A. I love Baby Bell. And washing detergent, $2.99. So much cheaper than Tesco. So what I do is I knock things like this off my Tesco list if I've managed to pick them up in Home Bargains. And then I have some mayo, which is actually for Graham, not for me. Now, this is 11 calories a tablespoon. Okay, I think it's a tablespoon, isn't it? Yeah. So that would be like half a syn. So much better than, you know, the full fat version. So, but I will check that out and I'll put it on the screen. Just make sure I've got my millimeters in the right way. And then I just got these Bliss bars. I always stock up on these and keep them in the fridge outside, so they're always nice and cold. The chocolate orange I absolutely love. All of these are 99 calories as well. This one, I'm still not convinced, but I keep eating them, so they must be okay. And then the salted caramel. So these are like my 3 favourite flavours, if you like. And then I just got some kitchen roll, which is hugely more expensive in Tesco than it is in Home Bargains. So that was just basically a little sort of top up. The crisps and things I tend to just sort of stock up on whilst I'm in there, because our Tesco isn't very good at these sort of multi-packs, to be quite honest, and especially not of the lower calorie ones either. So that was a little Home Bargain haul. So Tesco have just been, and this is what is on this week's shopping. So first and foremost, I got some halloumi. I love halloumi. This is the 30% less fat, and this can also be used as a healthy extra A. I'll find out how much and I'll let you know. And the reason I bought this, I want to drizzle it with some, it won't be honey for me because I'm not great with honey, but I've got like a Sweet Freedom light syrup that is similar sort of to honey, and I'm going to drizzle it with that and then sort of put it on a grill pan and do it with fajitas next week. Chicken to go in the slow cooker on Saturday, so we can use that through the week. These mini jazzies, I still haven't found out the syn value of these yet, but I'm going to start doing baked oats and pancakes for breakfast next week, so I need something to decorate it with. And then we move over to some ice cream this week. Now, I've not bought this for ages and ages and ages, and the syn value in this is really quite low, and you get quite a lot for your value. Now, I'll work it out, because you can't just sort of go 100 millilitres is 100 grams. It doesn't work that way. So I'll figure out the conversion and I'll put it on the screen for you. As always, Fage, obviously when you make flatbreads, it's better to use a thick set yogurt rather than just a natural one. So if you are making flatbreads, try and get like a thick set yogurt. So that's why we always have this Total Fagey stuff. Straight to wok noodles. I always use these. These are £1 for 2 packets. And then I got these rice cakes. I love these. And again, I'll put the value on, but anything like this, you can use 20 calories is 1 syn. So each cake is 85, so that would be like 4.5 syns for that. That is Graham's pudding for the weekend, so we'll just skip past that. And some of these mini marshmallows, again, I'll work out the syn value. Lazy garlic, as you know, I use that loads. This is the only sweetener Graham will use. I don't use sweetener. but this is the one he uses. It is hugely expensive in my eyes for £3 a jar, but it's the only one he will actually have. So yeah, I try to buy it when it's on special, but it doesn't apparently have that awful taste about it. I don't know because I don't use it. There is no syns in this, believe it or not, this week, because it's my birthday and I'm going to drink it all. So this chocolate I really love. I worked with the brand last year. I worked with Cadbury's, and this is the chocolate they asked me to promote. And I really like this, I really do. And again, I'll put the value up for you. This is the squash that I've been using, really like that. Needed some corn flour after last night, I'd run out. And my favourite biscuits, because obviously it is my birthday on Sunday. And if I want some biscuits, I'm going to have them. But my favourite ones are Jaffa cakes. And again, you just use 20 calories is one syn. So each cake is what? That's going to be like 2.5 syns for one cake. This is syn-free this weekend. I don't know what the syns of it are. And they definitely won't be eaten at all. This is from the frozen section, actually. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to open it now. I'm going to portion it into like not piggy portions. And I'm going to put it in the freezer in portions, because I think that'll be the only way to sort of get around it, to be quite honest. Apple crumble is my favourite, and I'm going to have it this weekend after my takeaway. This is the bread we are using, which is the Neville's. 2 are your Healthy Extra B. This is about 40p a loaf as well. Now, last week's loaf was a bit sort of, wasn't as fresh. Some of them seem to be super fresh. Some of them, I've only ever had one, which was last week, which wasn't as good. We still ate it, so it made no difference. Porridge oats, these are the ones I get. If I use them, I use these as a Healthy Extra B. Cereal bars that I always buy. These are about 80 odd pence, I think. And 2 of those are Healthy Extra B. The ones underneath are for grain. You will see these usually always on my shopping, which is custard creams for him over the weekend. And some more Weetabix. You can actually use them as a Healthy Extra B as well. These are not for me, they are for grain. So again, it's mainly just a little top-up shop and some bits for my birthday at the weekend. And I will show you what I got in fruit and veg. So fruit and veg this week was some of these. I think, yeah, they call them flat peaches. I call them donut peaches, but they are one of my favourites. I really like when they come back into season. Bananas, apples, mushrooms, massive spring onions. I don't know why they've sent them. Some Calgon. I'm going to try this out because our washing machine is forever, ever stinking. I am forever cleaning it out, and I'm going to try Calgon. I will let you know how it goes. It seems quite expensive. That was like £5 a bottle, but if it saves me cleaning it out every 2 weeks, then it's worth it. So I will let you know how that goes. I got some pears, onions, because we use loads of them, salad, stir fry, and a watermelon. And that was my shopping this week. Oh, and milk, as always. So that was it. That was the shopping this week. So there you go. That is it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Drop them in the comments below and I will get back to you. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. The weather's supposed to be gorgeous. So go and chill in the garden. I think we've all deserved it. Bye.